We had a major issue on the production line earlier this week, so the entire development package for this weekend has failed. Check your workstation for the details.
Oh my goodness, guys. Hello and welcome to episode 5 of my F1 2018 career mode, and we start off the episode with only one, but the way he said it's like all of them failed, and well, they did, but
this is probably what I'd invest.
yeah, we're gonna have to redo that and maybe get it next week along with maybe another upgrade. As you can see, that one, then he recommends it to us and I decide to buy it. We have just enough for it, so I decided to go ahead and buy it. It should come in the next race, which is Monaco, and Monaco is a very downforce track, so yeah, it's definitely going to be important to get that extra aerodynamic downforce. And yeah, maybe, and with all these upgrades we should be able to be in front of Force India now in terms of power and car performance. As you can see in the upgrade comparison, we're just behind Force India, and so yeah, we should expect to be in front of them by the next race. But yeah, let's go to FP1 now, and all of them I did purple. To be honest, I don't know if Spain is a good track for me. I think it's not a bad track, but I definitely did good laps here. It actually rained in the free practice 3 session. As you can see, it's raining right now actually, because it's still free practice, and we end that session in P5. Looks like I am pretty good in the rain, it looks like, and so we should be expecting good results if it actually rains in the race, but we'll see.
Today's qualifying session is about to start here at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya, and what a cracker of a session we're expecting it to be. And I'm here, of course, with Anthony Davidson on what has turned out to be a very pleasant day indeed. No weather to interfere, no problems on the track, so absolutely no room for error.
That's right, Crofty. It's looking good out there at the moment. Each team will have their own game plan for this session, and of course once the cars leave the garage they'll be under parc fermé conditions, so any last minute adjustments need to be done right here and now. Beyond that, it's all up to the driver. Who can keep their tyres in the right temperature, who can hit their apexes. No race fuel on board these days, of course. These are the fastest cars we've had in a long time, and it's right here in qualifying where they're at their absolute peak. Let's get started.
Okay guys, welcome to qualifying 1. This is my first and only lap, I believe, of the session. I decided to leave some tires, extra tires for Q2, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna go through. Our car is now good enough to, assure ourselves that we're gonna go through, and that lap puts us in P9. For now it's a 120.4 if I saw that correctly, and we end that session in P10. And our teammate, did he make it through? Yes, he did, just about. Oh goodness, that's great. finally, our teammate has made it through, so this is a pretty good track for us, it seems. And by the way, guys, I did increase the difficulty of the AI because I'm increasing it race by race because it was getting a bit boring, you know, getting points each race. So now the difficulty is 98 instead of 95, but we should increase it as the career mode goes on. But this is Q2 now, our one and only lap, I believe. No, it's not actually. This is on the soft tire. We made one run on the soft and then we made another one on the super soft, which is this one. So currently we're in P14, just in front of our teammate. On the softs, apparently we're quicker than our teammate. But yeah, we're improving so much in this lap. We might actually get into Q3 with this one. We are probably going to do that. We're going to improve by almost a second here, by 8/10, and we finish, and that's P12. That only puts us in P12, and this session is over really. Couple of seconds left and we have qualified in P12 for the Spanish Grand Prix. 3 positions in front of our teammate. Well, I definitely did not expect that. I expected much better results. That's realistic in my opinion, because you know, getting in a Q3 every time with a Toro, so it's not good. But I actually was pretty surprised that I did not go through, because we usually do much better in our car as we did in the other sessions when we qualified in Q3, always really in the top 10, and not actually qualifying that bad because we never actually qualified in P10. We always qualified in like P8, and the team are also happy because of this. In our contract I believe we have P13, and as you can see in the race, it's gonna start off light rain and going to dry out till the end of the race. It's going to be pretty interesting race, and we hope for some good action.
What does the Spanish Grand Prix have in store for us today, I wonder? I hope we see some tight wheel-to-wheel action down the main straight, circa Mansell and Senna way back in '91, or maybe we'll have a more strategic race here on a track where overtaking can be difficult.
Okay guys, so I actually lost the clip between the start and the cutscene, and so it's going to jump straight to the start. I'm sorry, but I lost the clip, and yeah, let's go to the start of the race. And it's lights out and away we go. It's a pretty bad start from us. Goodness me, I can't believe it. We block off TYRES there as much as we can, and Gasly now is going to try and go around the other side, but now we're going 3 wide there as are doing the front, the other guys in front, but a bit of contact there with TYRES. These conditions are absolutely horrible for these tires. It's too dry for intermediates, but it's too wet for dries, so everyone's going out on dries. We go down the inside now of Sainz. He barely leaves us any room. Goodness me, how the hell were we expecting to make that corner cleanly on the track? But now Magnussen's moving pretty slowly. We might go down, around his outside, but he gets a pretty ball run, as you can see right there. So we go right past him. We are now up to P11, 1 place up from where we started, and now Van Dorn is in front of us, looking pretty vulnerable also, just like Magnussen. Maybe we can get a good exit here. Ooh, we almost lost the car there going out of that corner. We try and go down the inside. Actually did not mean to brake so late, and barely leaving any room as well, as we lose the back end there for good measure. But continuing on now, Van Dorn still in front of us. We have Magnussen behind us with a sizable gap. Well, not such a big gap, but it should dry out now. as the race continues on. So yeah, Jeff told us that it should get dry by the end of the race, but then Magnussen now in lap 3 passes us. We get a better run than him. He goes a bit wider in the corner and we get him. But goodness me, look how much we've lost the car there. We went full lock there to hold the car on track, but lap 4 now we are still continuing on. Now we have a pretty small gap to Van Dorn. Look at how much we're losing the car, but we are pretty quick on compared to the others, as we go quicker there than our previous lap. We have gone green. I think that's Grosjean who's holding us up, but look at such a good run we've had. He squeezes us as much as he can, but we still are holding it off. We lose the car a bit there, but we're still gonna fight it off. Look at Van Dorn, he doesn't know if he was going to leave us room or not, but round the outside we go. Goodness me, we almost lost the car, but what a move that was, round the outside into that corner. That wasn't an easy move, I have to say, but it was pretty satisfying to do. Continuing on now, we drift the car and we're going to go into the pits now, hitting the wall there, not doing anyone a favor, but we're going to go out in last place. We are doing an undercut as Jeff suggested, and we cross the line now on soft tires and we go fastest. We've gone purple the first time in our career mode, and we go out. Grosjean is now going out. We get him on cold tires, I think, but yeah, the track is clearly drying up now. We did set the fastest lap of the race, so yeah, it's definitely getting drier. And as you can see, everyone now is basically making their pit stop, as does our teammate, and we're now up to P8, but we did make the undercut, so the others are going to be on much fresher tires going into this race. Now what am I talking about? Continuing on, I meant to say, but now continuing on to lap 10, there are yellow flags. Someone must have retired behind us. You can see there's yellow flags. It has to be a Haas, I think, because on the minimap I'm seeing a white car going slowly. And yes, Kevin Magnussen is out of the race. He's not having a good season. Yellow flags once again. Next lap we can see him parked there and out of the race once again. And as the track getting drier and drier, a lot of people are setting new track fastest laps on their fresher tires, but now Grosjean absolutely has us on the straight on lap 12. Now we might get a good run on him. No, we don't. We absolutely lose the car there. He has such a better car in terms of chassis, because that really has good aerodynamics on it. Plus with the Ferrari engine, we really have no chance. And we go faster there, surprisingly. We're still out holding up to him. Maybe we can try and have a look somewhere, because we're still keeping up on him, so we're definitely gonna try and go for a move. Maybe, as you can see, maybe he's gonna be slow here, try and get a good exit. Ooh. And we have DRS now, so maybe we can try it. And virtual safety car is out. I was going to go for a move, but virtual safety car is now out. I don't know why. This is the second time that this has happened in our career mode, I believe, and didn't last long, but we did keep up on him. And as you can see, as it ends now, Hamilton has came into the pits, and it's going to end now. We get a good run on him, and surprisingly he gets such a good run, we couldn't get him into this corner here, and we stay in P9. Hulkenberg behind us is looking pretty quick, We have a full battery now though, so this could make for a pretty interesting outcome. And continuing on now to lap 16, Hulkenberg has caught us, and we have an empty ERS, so he gets us so easily. We are running and lean because of our fuel, and he gets us on the straight on the last lap. So if Sainz is not too quick, he's not gonna get us, but he doesn't, and we're gonna finish home in a pretty good P10. Some more points for Toro Rosso.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Brilliant stuff from Mercedes today. That's another historic win. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each stint and get the most out of the tyres. And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well though. There's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hound on the wheel, of course.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It's a good result for Valtteri Bottas, who extends his advantage at the top of the championship. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Oh, well, I'm a bit spoilt for choice, Crofty. My instinct says Valtteri Bottas, and looking down the field, no one really jumps out at me to make me change my mind.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. Mercedes have extended their lead at the top of the standings. That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time.
Great work out there today. How do you think it went? It's safe to say you're smashing everyone's expectations, isn't it? How do you feel the weather affected the outcome today? You left some bodywork out there on the track. Were you struggling for grip? Did you have the wrong fuel strategy today, or was it your management? Great! Well, that's everything.
So there you go, guys. Some of our comments actually decreased our reputation with the team. And in terms of rivalries, we're winning both, except no, we're now drawing against Fernando Alonso because they had a really good race, finishing in P7, I believe. Really showing us what he has in terms of skill at his home race. But look at how much our reputation with Toro Rosso has decreased from those two comments, because one of the comments actually increased our reputation and the other two decreased. So yeah, but in terms of upgrades now, we are going to upgrade the gearbox because the one we have now is pretty worn out, and in the race we actually lost one of the gears. If you did not notice, I actually did not notice either. I forgot to say, but yeah, for the next race we're gonna have a bunch of upgrades, and we might actually get better than Force India in terms of performance. But if you did enjoy this video, guys, please leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one, which is Monaco. Bye guys.